This week in history, July 8, 1994, marked the end of a 6-day preliminary hearing in which Judge Kathleen Kennedy Powell ruled that there was sufficient evidence for O.J. Simpson to stand trial on 2 counts of first-degree murder. Just under a month prior, Nicole Brown Simpson, O.J.'s wife, and waiter Ronald Goldman were found stabbed to death in the front courtyard of Nicole Brown Simpson's condominium in Brentwood, California. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, Simpson quickly became the prime suspect. Rather than surrender to police, after being notified of impending charges, on June 17th, Simpson hid in the back of a sport utility vehicle driven by his friend A.C. Cowlings. After being told that Simpson had a gun to his own head, law enforcement officers followed the vehicle at low speeds for more than an hour. The attempted escape was televised live nationally, seen by an estimated 95 million viewers, and hundreds of Simpsons fans lined the streets in support of him.
Huddles in the back, a gun to his head.
This is AC. I have OJ in the car. You gotta tell the police to just back off. He's still alive, but he got a gun to his head.
Ended at Simpson's home in Brentwood, where he was placed under arrest and taken into police custody, where he remained until the end of the OJ trial. One of the most famous trials in history began on January 24, 1995, with Lance Ito as the presiding judge. The Los Angeles District Attorney's Office, led by Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden, emphasized the domestic violence that occurred prior to Nicole Brown Simpson's murder. Meanwhile, the attorneys representing Simpson, known as the Dream Team, included F. Lee Bailey, Robert Blasey, Sean Chapman Holly, Robert Shapiro, Alan Dershowitz, and the lead counsel, Johnny Cochran, who became the defense team's head attorney and arguably the star of the trial. The team was also Simpson's best friend, Robert Kardashian, the patriarch of the now famous Kardashian reality TV dynasty.
And you were good friends with Nicole?
Yes.
So, O.J., for those of you who don't know the story, O.J. Simpson was accused of killing Nicole Simpson. And you were good friends with her, but you didn't even realize that there was abuse going on.
I didn't know that there was abuse until we heard and saw it, the whole thing unfold like everybody else, and then heard the 911 tapes.
The Simpson defense was based largely on the grounds that the evidence had been mishandled and that many members of the Los Angeles Police Department were racist, particularly Mark Furman, a detective who allegedly found a bloody leather glove at Simpson's home.
You were asked, did you plant the glove, and you took the Fifth Amendment.
Believe me, that was the toughest thing that I ever did. But he had several questions prior to that, and a lot of people don't understand the Fifth Amendment. It's not a pick and choose. It's a yes or a no. You take it or you don't. Once you answer a question, you've opened the door for the rest of the questioning.
Defense argued that the glove could not have been Simpson's because it was too small for his hand, and in what is now regarded as a mistake by the prosecution, Christopher Darden had O.J. Simpson try on the glove, which did not fit on national television. Ultimately, the trial lasted more than 8 months with some 150 witnesses, and Simpson never took the stand once.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson. Above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Ronald Lyle Goldman.
Following Simpson's acquittal of criminal charges, Ron Goldman's family filed a lawsuit against Simpson. On February 5, 1997, the California civil jury unanimously found Simpson liable for the wrongful death and battery against Ron and Nicole. Accordingly, Simpson was ordered to pay $33.5 million in damages, money he did not have. In 2007, a group of men led by Simpson broke into a Las Vegas hotel room at gunpoint and took sports memorabilia Simpson claims were stolen from him by a dealer. Ironically, exactly 13 years to the day Simpson was acquitted of murder, he was found guilty on 12 counts relating to the robbery. He was sentenced to 33 years in prison with eligibility for parole in 9 years, which he received in October 2017, making him a free man today. The trial remains a staple in American history and pop culture. The 1995 trial is said to have begun the appetite for reality television in America, which came at the expense of other forms of entertainment such as soap operas, whose ratings declined due to 1995 trial preemptions during the daytime. Overall, the real-life soap opera that was the Simpson murder trial remains controversial, with agreement or disagreement with the verdict often split down racial lines.
Justice was served. We'll try to let you have, not everyone here is happy, however. Not everyone here is happy. I noticed that you are not.
No, I'm not happy. I just think it's just unfair. They know I feel so bad for her. She's saying, I just feel like she's rolling over in her grave, and she said if he ever did it, he would get away with it. That's what she said.